Let's travel back to 1991 and talk about the movie Crazy People, starring Dudley Moore, Daryl Hannah. And I did the score. Back then, just think about this. Imagine today getting a comedy and having a 100-piece orchestra at the Newman scoring stage and some of the greatest prodigies in all of LA all packed into one room performing the score. Well, that's what we have here for Crazy People. And I've brought along with me today the person that's just sitting here. You're wondering who it is. It's my wife, who I met while I was still at USC in college. Claire was in the music.
1987.
Yeah, in the music department.
We're aging ourselves.
Yeah. And we're here because Crazy People is being released today on all streaming platforms. And Claire played on it. She played in the section, in the bass section. And so I wanted to bring her into the conversation a little bit. So here we had a 100-piece orchestra, give or take a few. Claire, you were in the bass section. I actually called you in, had the contractor call you up for the session. You were still a student at USC. Yeah. I mean, how did it feel with your bass standing there in the section with your teacher, very likely, at USC? What was it like when you went into the scoring stage and kind of experienced your first, playing in the section with such a big orchestra in LA?
Well, first of all, I almost got into big trouble because it was absolutely forbidden to play gigs during school hours.
So you were playing hooky from school.
Yeah, so I probably had to say white live some sort. I was sick.
Yeah.
But I couldn't turn this down, obviously. It was a great opportunity. It was really absolutely wonderful to play this gig, but I have to tell you, it was a bit of a mixed bag because being the composer's wife is not necessarily the most comfortable position. So I had to prove myself, and which I did when I got my first phone call from a contractor that was not your gig.
Right.
That was a big highlight for me.
for the Stephen King film called It.
Yes. Yeah.
Well, it was great being a conductor and seeing you there in the session. It definitely added to the fun for me, and you obviously proved that you had all the goods and the abilities to be in that section, which was great. It's just wonderful. If you're in the mood for easygoing, just fun, joyful, little wacky at times, very romantic at times, and you just want to kind of de-stress from all the stress of the world out there, come join Crazy People. It's streaming on all your platforms, and I hope you enjoy it. Hope you enjoy the score.